Hello and welcome to our Senior Awards program. I'm Dale Rader, along with Mrs. DePalmer, Mrs. Gunny, and Mr. Schmieringer, and one of the counselors. And if this goes like I plan, I'm the Senior Awards Coordinator. If not, Steve Lehman's the Senior Awards Coordinator. Before we get into recognize the seniors this evening, there's a group of people who we want to give a special recognition to, and that is all of our people who make up the civic, military, memorial, and career and academic. They've always been great to our students. This year we actually asked a lot more of them than we've ever asked. We went online to do all the scholarships. Once we knew we were out of school for the rest of the year, they allowed us to use April 30th as a deadline. So they've always been great to our students. We know many of them are probably suffering some hardships, but they still were willing to give our students the recognition they deserve tonight. And I also appreciate that they understand why we were giving the awards today. They all like to do this. Many of them put their heart and soul into their awards program. But we just felt our students and our families needed to see each of us to do these awards. So we thank them every year for what they do. This year they've just been lights out to help us get through this time and to recognize the seniors. To the senior students, we haven't had you here for a while, but you weren't here physically, but you still felt like you were here. You've made quite an impact on us. So tonight's program is to recognize you for what you've done. Even though you haven't been with us since the 13th of March, you've still done amazing things for us. So we definitely want to make sure tonight's about you. And when you go to turn that device off tonight, we hope that we made you laugh a little bit. We hope that we've lightened your load a little bit. I know everybody's tired of staring at computers. I look across here to all my colleagues and they're tired of staring at computers. But we wanted to be here tonight to recognize you for what you've done. And we know you're going to do great things in the future. So tonight's for you. We're here because of you. We're here for you. So certainly sit back, have some fun with tonight, laugh with us, laugh at us, just laugh. And before I bring up Mr. Lehman to start the Civic Awards, when I was the football public address announcer, I always finished with "It's a great day to be a polar bear." My daughter was a student in West Virginia. Their public address announcer always signed off with "It's a great night to be a mountaineer, wherever you may be." So tonight, I say to you, it's a great day to be a polar bear. It's a great night to be a polar bear, wherever you may be. Now, to do our Civic Awards, our high school principal and maybe Senior Awards Coordinator, Steve Lehman.
Thank you, Mr. Reeder. Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here tonight to give out awards, the Civic Awards. I think we spend a lot of time here at Northern focusing on our mission statement, and that is to be academically prepared, to be civically engaged, and to be personally responsible. And so I take great honor in being able to issue tonight, on behalf of some local organizations, these Civic Awards, because we do believe that is an essential part of your education here at Northern, understanding how to think beyond yourselves and how to look for ways to help others. So I'm going to get started with the awards. The first award is the Adams Electric Cooperative Scholarship. The Adams Electric Cooperative Scholarship is for students who attend Bermudian Springs, Biglerville, Big Spring, Chambersburg, Fairfield, Littlestown, New Oxford, Northern, and Shippensburg, and they are a customer of the Adams Electric Cooperative. They may apply for the scholarship for $1,000. It's my pleasure tonight to give this scholarship to Mr. John Kaufman. Another Civic Award that I get to give tonight is the American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship. The American Legion Auxiliary is committed to help students pursue their education through scholarships. Investing in the future of our young people is investing in the future of our country. Since 2014, American Legion Auxiliary has helped over 150 students through scholarships. In 2019, they awarded $130,000 to deserving young people. The 2020 winner of the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 26 Dillsburg Scholarship is Miss Elise Walker. Next, we have the American Legion Scholarship. American Legion wants to invest in the future They offer many scholarships to reward students for hard work, citizenship, and community service. They want students who receive their scholarship to be outstanding citizens. It is my pleasure to award the American Legion Scholarship this year to Mr. Jackson Hazen. The next one is the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award. Every high school in York County nominates one senior that is normally recognized at a ceremony in York. We did not have the ceremony this year due to the closure of schools. 3 seniors are nominated by their teachers, and then the senior class elects the DAR winner each year. This year, the Daughters of the American Revolution winner is Mr. Zach Brinch. The next award tonight is the Dillsburg Area Business Association Scholarship. This is sponsored by over 100 local businesses that are all members of DABA, and they are trying to give deserving students of the York County School District, Northern York County School District, who have been accepted into a higher institution of learning. And this year, the Dillsburg Area Business Association Scholarship will go to Miss Sarah Raday. Next, I'd like to read about the Dillsburg JC Scholarship. This scholarship will be awarded to a student who is attending a 4-year college or university, going straight to the world of work, or will be attending a technical or job apprentice program. The winner of the Dillsburg JC Scholarships are Katie Anthony, Mackenzie O'Hafer, Shay Paxton, and Elise Walker. And finally, the last civic scholarship for the evening was from the GFWC Women's Club of Dillsburg. This scholarship goes to graduating seniors who are planning to attend higher education. Criteria are grades, financial need, and community service. The GFWC Women's Club of Dillsburg scholarships will go this year to Miss Madeline Gruber and Miss Mia Miller. Thank you very much, and I'll be back up later to talk more to you guys, and I do want to also just mention to all of you how much we do miss you, and we wish we weren't doing this type of format, but it is where we're at right now, and we're glad to be able to host this, even though we couldn't be together tonight. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Reeder.
It's my honor to present the military awards, and as long as I can remember, we've always done senior awards night, the day after Memorial Day. It's been easy for our presenters. They always ask every year, when is it? We always said the day after Memorial Day. So certainly with yesterday being Memorial Day, we reach out and thank those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for us to have what we have today. So the first one is we have a student going to the United States Military Academy, and this will be the 4th straight year we've got to recognize a Northern student. We will have 3 students at the Military Academy at West Point next year and a student at the Naval Academy. So this year, on behalf of retired Colonel John Martin, who usually gives this to the people going to West Point, and he's actually a West Point graduate himself, it's my pleasure, on behalf of Colonel Martin, to commission Kyle Swartz to the United States Military Academy at West Point. To know Kyle, you can apply to the president, the vice president, or 2 senators, or our local congressman, Congressman Perry. Most people apply to 2, maybe 3. Kyle actually applied to the vice president, the 2 senators, and our congressman. And we did a mock interview with Kyle to just get him ready for the actual interview they do for nomination. And every other year we ask the question, what will you do if you don't get your nomination? Most students say, I'll go to a 4-year school and do ROTC. Kyle Swartz told us that he would join active military. And we always want the people that done the nominations to know you're interested in the military more than you're interested in free education. So we thought if Kyle said he would go active, that's probably a good indication to them he was interested in the military. So congratulations, Kyle. You'll be a great leader.